Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to make this flange plate just like the one seen here. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing you want to do is come on up and let's create a new sketch. We're going to go ahead now and lay down a construction line. This represents our center axis of our flange plate. Make it about 3 inches or so. Hit escape, take it off construction line. Then we're going to grab the line tool and we're going to just start. I'm going to put my mouse over the origin and move it up. So hopefully I can start with a vertical constraint. So I'm going to start drawing I'm going to start drawing the flange plate, a cross section of it. Something that looks, well, like that. And notice it's a little crooked here, so let's fix that. Come on up here to our perpendicular constraint. We could also use our parallel constraint. Okay, make sure everything else is parallel there. Looks good. Now let's go ahead and start adding the appropriate dimensions. We want our flange diameter to be 0.75 or 3/4 inches. So that must mean we want our radius now to be 3/8, 0.375. Okay, and we want this distance right here to be 1 inch. And we want the overall height here to be 2.5 inches. And this thickness right here, or distance, we want that to be 0.5. And our final dimension here is going to be 1 inch. Okay, let's go ahead now and finish our sketch and come on up to our revolve tool. The profile is selected. The axis is going to be our construction line. Okay, and everything else here looks good. 360 looks good. Let's go ahead and hit OK. All right, looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. Just call it flange plate. All right, so now we got to make the holes on our flange plate. So we're going to start a sketch right here on the flange portion. Okay, and we want to now create a point. And to make sure it's vertically aligned with our center, I'm going to put my mouse here and I'm going to just kind of hover straight up above it, and I'm going to make a point right there. And I want that point to be exactly 1.65 inches from the center. Let's go ahead and finish our sketch. We're going to make a hole, click on that point, and we want the hole to be a through hole all the way through, and just a simple hole, and we want its diameter to be 0.5. Go ahead and hit OK. Now we want to make 10 of these holes that go around the center, so come on up here to create, and we're going to go to pattern, and we're going to go to circular pattern, and it's going to say, hey, select the object that you want to do, and we're going to select there. Select your axes, and we'll just select there, and we want 10 of them, and select OK. Now we're going to make this little notch here that you see on our assignment right above the axle hole. So we're going to start a sketch right here. And we're going to come on over here. We're going to create a rectangle that is a center rectangle. And we're just going to kind of drag something out that looks like that. And I'm going to zoom in here. And then I'm going to come over to create. And we're going to project this circle here. And we're going to trim everything else around it. okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let's get our dimension tool. And it doesn't give us these dimensions in the assignment, so I'm just going to make it 0.2. .15 and make sure the other side is 0.15. And then finally, just to make sure it's centered, I'm going to come here. I'm going to click here and click here. And I want that distance to be 0.1. And we're good. So we already have that. So now let's go ahead and hit cancel. And we're going to finish our sketch. I'm going to zoom out here. And I'm going to now extrude that little notch here, that little feature. And we're going to go the other way. And let's just go distance to all, make sure it says cut, and hit OK. All right, and there you go. There is your flange plate. As always, let's give it a material. I'm going to give it a physical material of let's give it ABS plastic. Hit close. And as always, go to your document settings, check out your properties, okay, and you'll get all sorts of great data on your part here. Okay, don't forget to save it when you're done. And that'll do it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.